Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Johnny, Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Pat, haven't had an assignment from you in, several days.
Yes, I know. Now, listen, this expense account of yours.
Huh?
On that case you just finished.
Oh, now listen, Pat, after all these years, and I not only gave you a full report, but an itemized statement.
I know.
That expense account was completely legitimate from start to finish. Every single item was money out of my own pocket that I spent to solve that case.
What case?
The one you're talking about, the one I handled for you last week, whatever it was.
You don't remember what it was.
Well, what difference does it make? All I'm saying is that whatever expenses I put down there were completely justified.
You remember what the total came to?
Haven't the least idea.
Then let me remind you.
Oh, now look, that's
Johnny,
beside the point.
You exactly $12.30.
Well, I tell you, every penny of it was $12.30.
That's right. Now, do you blame me for thinking maybe you were sick or something?
Oh, no. And I thought you were... Okay, Pat, argument's over.
Only it isn't, Johnny.
Huh?
Not by a long shot.
You mean you are going to question that expense account?
No, I mean we never discussed a fee on that case.
Oh, well...
The fact that you had a pretty rough time of it and almost got yourself killed, well, I persuaded the company to slap on an extra fee of $500.
Oh, Pat, you are a doll. And I ought to slug you.
Instead, how about taking on another one?
Fee on this one, too?
We'll see.
I'll risk it.
Then grab a flight to Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Contact Edward J. McNair at McNair's Emporium.
McNair's what?
The Emporium. That's one of the big department stores. Somebody lifted a few dollars out of their safe last Saturday.
How much?
Something over $400,000.
Wowee.
Yeah. Well?
Okay, Pat, I'm on my way.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Buffalo matter. Expense account item 1, $49.50 plane fare and incidentals to Buffalo, New York. Item 2, $8 even for taxi fares. After dropping my luggage at a hotel, I went over to the Emporium. In the big office on the top floor, I talked to Mr. McNair himself.
$421,216, according to the books.
Well, that's quite a loss, Mr. McNair.
And I suppose, Mr. Dollar, that to some extent it's my own fault. My fault.
Oh, why do you say that, sir?
Heaven knows John Harker suggested changing the procedure more than once.
John Harker?
Yes, my young personal assistant. Also company treasurer.
Oh, I see.
But I've run things single-handed the same old way for so long, and nothing like this ever happened before.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to tell me about it?
We've followed the same procedure every Saturday night for over 28 years, which is to say that as soon as the store was closed, each department head, in turn, brought his cash receipts up here to the treasurer.
This, John Harker.
Then Harker gave the department head a receipt, put the money in the vault, and that was that.
Well, sir, it seems to me it would have been a lot safer to have an armored car deliver that money to the depository of some bank during the day, maybe several times a day.
Exactly what John suggested some time ago. I suppose I should have listened to him.
Well, go on, sir.
Last Saturday, after we closed, things went along quite as usual. That is, until Mr. Ellery in Sporting Goods, always the last to bring his money to the vault, until he knocked on Harker's door.
Well, right on cue.
Excuse me. Come in.
Mr. McNair,
John, come in, please. I want you to meet Mr. Johnny Dollar. This is John Harker.
Mr. Dollar? Hiya.
Dollar represents the insurance companies we trust will make good on our loss.
Well, I certainly hope you can make more progress than the police have, Mr. Dollar.
That bandage on your head have anything to do with the robbery, Harker?
Yes, it certainly has.
Terrible, isn't it? Now, sit down, John. Tell Mr. Dollar exactly what happened on Saturday night when Mr. Ellery came up to turn his cash over to you.
Thank you, sir. Oh, I'm afraid it was all my fault, Dollar.
Not a bit of it.
Yes, for being caught off guard.
All right, what happened?
Well, when Ellery knocked on the door of the vault room, I asked who it was. He told me, and, I should have known by his tone of voice that something was wrong.
Now, John, you're not to blame. This sort of thing could have happened to anybody. Even to me.
Thank you, Mr. McNair, but it doesn't alter the fact that... Well, Dollar, I went over and unlocked the door for Ellery. But instead of walking in, he was forcibly thrust into the room. The door was thrown back so hard, it knocked me down, knocked me unconscious.
Terrible.
And when I came to, the cash drawers of the vault were empty. The keys had been literally torn out of my pocket.
You shall have a new suit for that, John.
Thank you, sir. Ellery, poor Mr. Ellery, lay there bound with adhesive tape after being badly beaten.
Did you see whoever it was came barging in that way?
If I hadn't been standing behind that door, I might have.
I see. What about this man Ellery?
Tell him, John.
Yes, sir. Well, poor Ellery did catch a glimpse of him, but the man was wearing a sort of mask over his face.
He gave what description he could to the police, of course.
And, that's about it.
Thank you, John. Now go along.
Yes, sir.
Well, now, wait a minute.
Don't misunderstand me, Mr. Dollar, but I don't want to keep John around here any longer than necessary.
Well, but I'd
Dollar
like
wants to be around. I'll cancel the trip gladly.
Trip?
Of course. After what's happened, that knock on the head was pretty serious. John is taking my cruiser on a little trip.
Oh, well, I can't say I blame him.
So run
but
along,
now...
John. You can leave tonight as you planned.
Whatever you say, Mr. McNair.
Harker, wait a minute.
Your
please.
friend all ready to go with you?
Oh, I hope you don't mind my taking him along, sir.
Not a bit. Now run along. Run along. Have a good time. And a good rest.
Look,
Yes, sir.
it's customary.
Thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Dollar, I suppose you'd like to talk to Mr. Ellery now. Well?
Yeah. I'd like to talk to somebody who was involved in this thing. David Ellery, the other victim of the robbery, was still out to lunch, so I grabbed a bite myself. That's item 3, $1.75, and checked with the police. Nothing helpful at all. No leads on the man who'd got away with over $400,000 from a store there in Buffalo, New York. Then I went over to the Emporium, to the sporting goods department. Ellery was back, and I talked with him in a little office in the corner of the stockroom. He was still suffering from the beating he'd taken.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dollar. It was awful, terrible. And, yes, sir, it was just like young Mr. Harker told you it was.
I understand that you gave the police a description of the man who attacked you.
Well, yes, sir, best I could.
Had you ever seen him before that you know of?
Well, of course, I can't be absolutely sure because of that mask he was wearing, but I don't think so.
Was he waiting at the door of the vault room when you got there to put the money in the safe?
Well, Mr. Harker always does that, sir.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I just
But what-
go up and knock on the door and tell him who I am. Well, you see, he always keeps the door locked when he's taking the company cash that way.
Yeah, sure.
So I knock on the door and shout my name, and then he opens up and I give him the money. Then he gives me a receipt, and he puts the money in the vault.
But you didn't answer my question. When did you first see this man in the mask?
Well, only when Mr. Harker was opening the door for me.
Yes.
He must have sneaked up on me, and then just when Mr. Harker opened the door, he grabbed me by the shoulders, and, sir, he just throwed me into that vault room.
Ah, and John Harker was struck by the door as it was banged open.
Poor young fellow. It must have hurt him something terrible, knocking him out that way.
Looks to me like you got the worst of it, though.
Oh, I'm so sorry for John Harker.
What?
Nice young fellow like him, trying so hard to make his way in the company, and then to have a thing like this happen.
Now, Mr. Ellery,
Doing real good for himself, too. Doing real good for the Emporium.
Yeah, well, now tell
Lots
me...
of good ideas for building up the business. And Mr. McNair liked that and kept pushing him ahead.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So that someday John could be earning himself a lot of money. Not that us old-timers ever complain.
Mr. Ellery.
I mean about the wage scale here at the
Wait a minute, please.
Yes, sir.
How long has John Harker been with the Emporium?
About a year now, and he's lived up to the recommendations he come with so well. It's just no wonder Mr. McNair...
Recommendations? From where?
Macy's and Gimbel's in New York, and John Wanamaker in Philadelphia. Oh, from lots of big stores. A couple in Chicago, too.
Oh?
Yes, sir. Mr. McNair told us about it himself when he hired Mr. Harker and explained that's why he'd give him a better job than some of us old-timers had.
Macy's, Gimbel's, Wanamaker.
Don't believe me, you asked Mr. McNair.
You know something, Mr. Ellery?
What, sir?
That's the one thing I believe I'd better not do.
What?
Well, thanks a lot. You've been a lot of help.
Well, now, Mr. Dollar.
I had suddenly begun to wonder about the way Mr. McNair had gotten Harker out of his office before I could thoroughly question him. About the possibility that McNair might have engineered this robbery himself. Because it had to be somebody completely familiar with the procedures, the routines of that store, because of the timing. Somebody who knew the place would be virtually empty at that time of day. Who knew that Ellery was always the last to take his money up to the vault. I'd noticed a checkbook on Mr. McNair's desk. It made a mental note of the name of the bank. But it was now after 5 p.m., so rather than push things until I was sure, I went back to my hotel room to clean up, eat some dinner, and get a good night's sleep. But as I started to open my handbag, wondering, by the way, if I'd forgotten to lock it for the first time in my life... Yeah, I'd heard that sound before. I grabbed the bag, made a dash for the open window, and threw it as hard and as far out from the building as I could, out over the empty lot beside the hotel. Funny. I got a sneaking suspicion about then that somebody in Buffalo didn't particularly want me around. Needless to say, I had to do a bit of explaining to the police about the infernal machine in my handbag that I'd tossed out of my hotel. And the company will have to pay for some broken windows in that neighborhood. And needless to say, their only theory about who might have planted that bomb was the man in the mask, whose identity was still unknown to them. But I had an idea. Besides the police, only 3 people could have known I was there. Mr. Ellery, hardly the type. Young John Harker. No, he was off on a yachting trip. And that left Mr. McNair. But like I said, rather than push things without some proof. Well, item 4 is $7 for drinks and a good dinner, and I hit the sack for some much-needed rest. But first thing in the morning, I was in the cashier's office at the bank.
Yes, sir. What can I do? Johnny!
Holy Barton. Now, what under the sun are you doing here?
I'll have you know that I'm not only cashier of this bank, but a vice president, too. How are you, boy?
Congratulations. Well, look, I got to get right to the point. I want to know all I can about the financial condition of not only Mr. Edward J. McNair, but also the store he owns, the Emporium.
Oh, now, Johnny, you know that things like that are of a confidential nature between a banker and his client.
Oh, I can see you're going to be a lot of help.
I'll tell you this, though. McNair is worth millions. Millions, Johnny.
Well, how about outstanding debts against the store?
McNair's old-fashioned. He pays cash. Cash on the line for everything. That store hasn't owed a penny for, I'd say over 25 years. Nor has McNair himself. So, Johnny, if you're by any chance thinking...
$400,000 is still a lot of money, Will.
To him, it's only a drop in the bucket. But, of course, he's entitled to recover it, and if one of the companies you represent has to pay it...
Wait a minute. Let me use your phone.
Why, surely, here.
Item 5, 840, long-distance calls to New York and Philadelphia to Macy's, Gimbel's, and John Wanamaker's, to the personnel directors. And from each of them, I get the same answer. They'd never even heard of John Harker. I left the bank and went over to the Emporium to the office of Mr. McNair.
I know, Mr. Dollar. I haven't the least idea where John and his friend are going in my cruiser. He simply asked if he might have it for a few days.
Asked for it? I thought it was your idea that he take that trip.
Well, of course I agreed that he should get away for a few days to rest, recuperate.
A few days?
Yes.
Huh? And also get away with your $400,000.
What?
Played right into his hands. You know anything about this friend he's taking along?
Well, I presume, being a young man with lots of lady friends.
Well, I presume it's the guy who helped him with that robbery.
What are you saying, Mr. Dollar?
Oh, brother, how nicely things are beginning to add up around here. To begin with, it had to be somebody here in the store. And listen.
I'm listening, sir.
Harker told me, right here in your office, he told me that when old man Ellery knocked on the door of the vault room, that Harker should have known something was wrong when Ellery called to him and identified himself.
Mr. Dollar.
I should have known by the tone of his voice that something was wrong. Now, those were the words that Harker used. You heard him say it, too. But he was lying.
Lying?
Yeah. Because Ellery didn't know the robber was even there until after John had opened the door for him.
You're sure of that?
I'm sure.
Mr. Dollar, are you trying to say that John Harker, that fine young man...
I am trying to tell you that you have made an old fool of yourself, that you made your first mistake when you hired that smart young crook.
I'll have you know that John came here with the highest possible recommendation.
Yeah, well, Macy's and Gimbel's and the rest never even heard of him.
What?
So in your blind faith, you not only taught him how to stage the robbery, he and his pal, whoever he is, but now with your cruiser, you've helped him get away with it, with your money.
But good heavens, Mr.
Now,
Dollar.
if you'll just give me a hand, come up with some bright idea for finding that boat of yours somewhere out in the middle of Lake Erie. Yeah, and probably headed for some remote little port on the Canadian side of the lake. Believe me, if ever I needed a stroke of luck, it's right now. You know something? Well, Lady Luck must have been tagging along right at my heels. And don't ever underestimate the United States Coast Guard. A big sou'wester had built up over Lake Erie, so they'd contacted every small boat within 100 miles. The boys aboard McNair's yacht hadn't dared not answering the call. They would only have sent the Coast Guard out looking for them. And where were they?
Dollar, they're riding out the blow in the lee of Long Point off the Canadian shore. Here it is in the chart.
Or is that just where they say they are?
No, radio compass checks have verified their position. Right there. But now, Mr. Dollar...
Yeah, no. That puts them in Canadian waters, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Which means we have no jurisdiction, no authority. Of course, our friends across the border will be glad to cooperate any way they can. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, but by the time we take whatever legal procedures may be necessary... No, listen.
Yes, sir?
Now, off the record, unofficially, suppose I were to go out there after them myself.
Oh, now, Mr. Dollar...
Well, somebody has to nab them. Suppose I could find a boat and a skipper willing to weather this storm. Huh? How about that?
Well, I think maybe... Now, I'm not sure, mind you, but I think I've heard of some chap around here that owns a converted subchaser. Weather out any kind of a storm.
Yeah?
Now, of course, you understand, I'm hardly in a position to recommend that you attempt any such thing.
Expense account item 6, $585, rental of the subchaser and the skipper to go with it. And while I'd like to give you a thrilling, dramatic ending for this case, well, the trip across Lake Erie in that storm did have its moments. But from there on in, it was just a matter of running down John Harker and his pal, clapping him into chains and hauling him back to Buffalo with the money. So expense account total, including transportation home. Well, now, wait. As it turned out, there's a lot more to this thing. Yeah. I'll tell you all about it in my next report. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, well, as I told you, there's a lot more to this case. As a matter of fact, it turned out to be the most exciting, most dangerous assignment. Well, join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Lawrence Dobkin, Bartlett Robinson, James McCallion, Dick Crenna, Junius Matthews, and Gil Stratton.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
George Atkins at Northwest Indemnity.
Oh, hiya, Georgie.
How'd you like to go to New York, Johnny, and get into the gay, mad world of the theater?
Thanks a lot, Georgie, but no thanks. I'm not the grease paint type.
I know, but Amy Bradshaw is.
Amy Bradshaw?
Yeah, we wrote a policy on her a couple of years ago.
Look, if it's her autograph you want, why send me?
It's not that simple. Anyhow, she's got all the fans she wants.
I know. I'm one of them. I think she's great.
Johnny, looks like somebody's trying to kill her.
Georgie, I'll be right over.
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Northwestern Indemnity Alliance, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Amy Bradshaw matter. Expense account item 1, $16.50. Transportation and incidentals to New York City. I checked in at a hotel and then went over to the Criterion Theater on West 44th, where Amy was starring in a play called The Unguarded Hour. David Coleman, the director, was standing in the wings watching the third act on stage. David Coleman?
Yes?
I'm Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator, sent over by Northwestern Indemnity.
Oh, yes, Mr. Dollar. I called them. Let's go over here where we can talk.
Okay. How's the play going?
Well, 22 weeks now. Been going along just fine until this business came up.
How did it start?
Last evening, just before curtain time, I dropped by Amy's dressing room. She looked, well, strange.
How so?
Pale, trembling. She was staring at a note in her hand. It sounded like some sort of crank note. You know, you are an evil woman. You will be punished by sudden death, unquote.
Have you reported this to the police?
Oh, no. I was afraid that if I did, it might get into the papers, and we don't want that kind of publicity.
I see. How about if I talk to Amy after the show?
I told her you'd be down, and she'll talk to you.
Oh, good. Well...
Mr. Dollar, the strain of this whole thing's beginning to show up in her performance. She's making mistakes, and it rattles the cast, especially the young ingenue, Sheila Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll see what I can do. There's always the possibility that it is just a crank note and that Amy will never hear any more of it.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
But we might as well face another possibility. That somebody close to Amy is using the crank note as a cover. Has that thought ever occurred to you?
Why, no. No, it hasn't, Mr. Dollar.
We will continue with the Bradshaw matter in a moment.
Friends, how'd you like to thrill your favorite youngster with some of the most exciting toys of the year? Picture the breathless excitement of any child surrounded by 6 gaily colored balloon-like giant animals up to 3 feet long, and all for the low, low price of just $1. Now, first you get Bounzo the clown with round pot belly and funny nose. Next comes Hoppy the Australian kangaroo. Third, there's Roscoe the roller skating bear. He's 2 feet tall and looks almost like real. Fourth, there's Whitey the fat indoor snowman. And fifth, Mortimer the giant mouse, 18 inches long and sure to scare the whiskers off any cat. That's 5 different giant animals. But now, hold your breath for the most sensational toy of all, the star of the whole Christmas season, the jolly giant talking Santa Claus, guaranteed to make everybody's Christmas a merrier one. He's a big roly-poly happy Santa. He stands erect on 2 legs, is actually over 3 feet tall and 32 inches around. Best of all, he actually talks. Just pull the tape and he says, "Merry Christmas" for all to hear. He's the biggest, merriest talkingest Santa ever, sure to please your youngsters and spread good cheer. Yes, Giant Santa proves there really is a Santa Claus. That's a total of 6 giant animals made of brightly colored, preformed, sturdy latex, which the kids can easily inflate. And the cost, just $1, not for each, just $1 for all 6 of these lovable giants who'll turn your home into a circus parade. And here's a surprise. Mail your order today and you'll also receive absolutely free Peter the Rabbit, actually over 2 feet tall with big red ears almost 9 inches long. But you must send now. Rush $1 plus 10 cents for packing and mailing for each set you want to Giant Animals, Box 1580, Grand Central Station, New York City. If not delighted with every one of your 7 giant animals, return them to the Super Animals Company for a full refund, but keep the giant talking Santa as our gift. Order now. Supplies are limited. Rush $1.10 for packing and mailing for each set in cash, check, or money order to Giant Animals, Box 1580, Grand Central Station, New York City. That's $1 plus 10 cents with your name and address. Mail to Giant Animals, Box 1580, Grand Central Station, New York City. That's Giant Animals, Box 1580, Grand Central Station, New York City.
I waited for Amy Bradshaw in her dressing room at the theater. 15 minutes later, after the final curtain, she swept in.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Dollar.
I'd never seen her from closer than the 15th row
So sorry
before,
I kept you
and
waiting.
needless to
Did
say,
you
I
see
was
the show?
impressed.
Ghastly
But I didn't have a chance to say
Didn't
so.
you think the second act
I didn't have a
sagged when
chance
we
to say
rushed
anything.
the third? Oh, well, that's the way it goes. If you'll just give me a minute to get some of this makeup off.
Now?
Now.
Hi.
Hi.
I knew it was only a question of time until you ran down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I get a little overcharged out on the stage.
Sure.
Listen, it's nice meeting you, Mr. Dollar, and I know why you've come down here, but I think you're wasting your time.
Oh?
This whole thing's really pretty silly, you know.
I hope so, Miss Bradshaw.
You mean Amy.
Okay, Amy. Say, look, how about having a drink with me somewhere? We can talk about it.
I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a date tonight. Could we make it tomorrow, maybe?
Sure, okay, anytime.
Excuse me. Come in. Oh, Mike.
Oh, hello, Amy. I'm sorry, I didn't know you had company.
That's all right. This is Johnny Dollar. Johnny, Mike Pomeroy, my agent.
Mr. Pomeroy?
How are you?
What'd you think of it tonight, Mike?
Well, they seem to like it okay.
Oh.
Tell you what, Amy, I'll see you tomorrow, eh?
Tomorrow, Mike?
I've got a few things I got to take care of tonight. Contracts to go over, things like that.
Oh, of course.
Well, glad to meet you, Dollar. Night, Amy.
Is that offer of a drink still good, Johnny?
Well, sure, but I thought you said you have... Oh, sure, let's go.
Thanks for understanding.
Anywhere in particular?
There's a little place right down the street, small and quiet.
Good.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Would you mind if we crossed the stage and went out the other door?
Well, no. Why?
I think someone's waiting for me outside this exit.
Oh.
Sort of a friend of mine, Porter Kane, but he can be a little wearing, and I'm rather tired.
Sure. I could see him through the open door. A thin-faced, rather elegant-looking man in a black Homburg. We went out the other side and down the street to a bar a few doors away. Item 2 on expense account, $4, drinks. After the first one, Amy relaxed a little. I wanted to get her talking about herself, and it wasn't too tough to do.
There's not really much to tell about me. I've been acting a long time. Sometimes it seems too long. I've come a long way. Some people would say up. I hope it is.
You make it sound pretty simple, Amy.
I guess we do what we have to. All of us. I had to act, so...
So, just like that, huh?
Just like that.
You've always gotten everything you wanted, haven't you?
I think so.
Hasn't anyone ever gotten in your way?
No, Johnny, that's never happened. If it did...
It looks to me like somebody's standing in your way right now.
What do you mean?
That threatening letter you got the other day.
I told you, the whole thing's silly. There's nothing to it.
Now, that's what you told me, but I don't think you believe it.
Okay. So maybe I have worried a little about it. I wouldn't have if it hadn't been for... Oh, it was probably only my imagination.
What was, Amy?
Well, last night after the show, I felt like walking a little. I went west on 44th Street to Times Square, and as usual, it was crowded. I stood on the curb waiting for the light to change, and suddenly I got shoved out into the street.
Oh?
Right out into the traffic. I jumped back just in time.
You see who did it?
How can you tell in a crowd like that?
I know.
It was probably only coincidence that it happened right after I got that note, but... Oh, Johnny, I still just can't believe anybody is really trying to do me harm, but... I guess what's been making me nervous during the performance is staring out at that blackness past the footlights, wondering if there's somebody out there who hates me.
Uh-huh.
I guess I can't stand being hated, Johnny. I've got to be loved.
Look, Amy, Did it ever occur to you this might not be a crank out in the audience, that it might be someone closer to you?
What? Johnny, that's impossible.
Isn't?
I don't have many friends. They've mostly to do with the play, but those I have are good ones.
Who else besides your agent, Pomeroy? How about the director?
David Coleman, he's a very old friend and one of the best.
How about the producer?
Emery's the last person in the world who'd wish me harm. On a dollars and cents basis, if nothing else. He and Dora both.
Dora?
His wife. I like her very much.
Does she like you?
Why shouldn't she?
What about this man you wanted to duck tonight, the one who was waiting outside the theater?
Porter Kane? Oh, he's a sort of a fan, I guess. A little eccentric, maybe, but he's been very good to me. Johnny, really, it couldn't be any of them.
Maybe, maybe not. Look, Amy, I was sent down here because Northwestern Indemnity holds a policy on you.
I know.
Now, who's the beneficiary?
William York.
Who's he?
My husband.
Oh. I didn't know you were married.
We separated 6 months ago. What I wanted, he didn't. What he wanted, I didn't. It's as simple as that.
Well, where is he now?
Here in New York somewhere, I guess. I don't know. He's a writer, sort of. Johnny, I'm tired.
Oh, yeah, sure you must be. I'm sorry I kept you so long.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. It's been nice. Very nice. It's funny. I seem to relax a little when I'm with you.
We let that one lay and went outside. Item 3 on expense account, $2, taxi to Amy's apartment. There was a car parked 2 doors down with a man just sitting in it. I saw Amy give it a quick look. Then as she said goodnight to me at the door, I noticed that she slipped the catch on it. I sauntered across the street and stepped into the shadows. A moment later, the door of the parked car opened and her agent, Mike Pomeroy, got out and went into the apartment house. Then I realized I wasn't the only one watching this. Half a block down the street, I could see a figure in a shadowy doorway. I ran toward him, but he took off around the corner. When I reached the corner, he was nowhere in sight. Amy might have been taking this thing only half seriously, but I was real serious about it now. She said she had some very nice friends. But I had a strong hunch that one of these very nice friends was out to kill her.
Johnny Dollar will be back in a moment to tell you about tomorrow's episode.
Friends, send for your set of some of the most exciting toys of the year. 6 giant inflatable toys for only $1, some up to 3 feet tall. You get Bounco the Happy Clown, Hoppy the Australian Kangaroo, Roscoe the 2 feet long roller skating bear, Whitey the fat indoor snowman, Mortimer the giant mouse 18 inches long, and last but not least, the great giant talking Santa, a roly-poly giant over 3 feet tall and 32 inches around the belly that actually says Merry Christmas out loud when you pull the tape. That's 6 sensational giant toys for only $1, made of sturdy, gaily colored latex that the kids can easily inflate. Send $1 for each set to Giant Animals, Box 1580, Grand Central Station, New York City. And if you order right now, you get Peter the Rabbit, over 2 feet tall, absolutely free. If not delighted with your Giant Animals, your money refunded immediately. Order today. You may never hear this offer again. Rush $1 plus 10 cents for packing and mailing in cash, check, or money order to Giant Animals, Box 1580, Grand Central Station, New York City. That's $1 plus 10 cents for each set with your name and address to Giant Animals, Box 1580, Grand Central Station, New York City.
Now, here's our star to tell you about tomorrow's episode of the Amy Bradshaw Matter.
Tomorrow, the Criterion Theater again, and a third-act curtain that wasn't in the script. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by Robert Reif, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
WBBM FM, Chicago.
Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment John Lund as
Johnny Dollar.
Donald Maynard, Johnny.
Oh, hello, Mr. Maynard.
You employed?
No, not a bit. Just closed out a case.
Fine. Can you go to New York?
Yeah, I guess so. What's it all about?
Well, this company insures Maury Productions Incorporated. It's a film television company shooting in New York. The star is Philip Maury.
Uh-huh.
Well, production stopped last Wednesday. We were notified that Maury had suffered a breakdown and couldn't continue for a while. It's costing us plenty. They've got a pretty big company. Cast and crew are all under contract and have to get paid.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Well, anything you can. The doctor definitely confirms the breakdown, but he says he's sure it's due to some personal crisis. See what you can find out. See if you can't do something to snap Maury out of it.
Okay.
Right away, huh?
Soon as I pack a bag.
the makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you John Lund and another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Friends, the makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum present these weekly adventures of Johnny Dollar because they know that millions of you enjoy Johnny Dollar. That's true of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, too. It's enjoyed by millions, day in and day out. People find that chewing on a smooth, delicious piece of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum somehow makes time pass more pleasantly. Whether you're working, driving, shopping, or just taking things easy, that good, tasty chewing gives you enjoyment and satisfaction. So always keep a package of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. And whenever you want a refreshing, delicious treat, chew a stick. You'll like it. You really will.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, National Life and Casualty Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Philip Maury matter. Expense account item 1, $19.85, train fare and incidentals between Hartford and New York City. Item 2, 75 cents, cab fare to a hotel, where I registered and called the offices of the Maury Production Company. I made an appointment to see Mr. Milton Gradke, the producer. Expense account item 3, 55 cents for another cab to Gradke's well-appointed office on 45th Street.
Really, Mr. Dollar, I'm just as concerned about this situation as the insurance company is. In fact, I'm probably a whole lot more concerned. A whole lot. Well, we've got a schedule to meet. We've got a sponsor and a network to account to. And if our star is sick,
I just came down to see if I could help.
It's a breakdown, Mr. Dollar. Who can help with a breakdown? Are you a doctor?
You're a close friend, huh?
Yes, very close. I can't do anything. How could you?
What caused the breakdown?
Such a question. What causes the breakdown? What causes breakdowns? Again, it's for a doctor to say. I'm only a producer.
Well, the company doctor felt it was something of a personal nature. Something more than just overwork.
Well, I know Phil is sick. He's really in a bad shape. And I know if he doesn't snap out of it, this show is going on the rocks. It may be personal, but that's not for me to say. Phil's had enough trouble in the past. Well, this time he could be ruined.
Who's his personal physician?
Ewing, Charles Ewing. The best man for this sort of thing. I got the best.
I'd like to talk to him.
He's probably over with Phil now.
Oh, fine. I'll stop by.
Oh, he won't allow you to see Phil. You can't see him, Mr. Dollar.
Okay, then I'll just talk to the doctor.
Maybe Ewing's back at his office now. Why don't you go over to his office instead, huh? It'll be a whole lot easier if you go over to
Mr. Gradke.
Yes?
What's the matter? Don't you want me to talk with Philip Maury?
He's sick. Very sick.
You sure that's all?
Of course that's all. You got the doctor's report?
Yeah, but if you don't mind, I'll check it myself. Your company may be in trouble, Mr. Gradke, but my company is paying for it. Expense account item 4, $1.25 for still another cab. Philip Maury was residing in an apartment on Park Avenue. I had trouble getting by the doorman, the receptionist at the switchboard, and the elevator operator, but I got by them. I walked down the third floor of the building and knocked on the door to Philip Morey's apartment.
Yes?
Dr. Ewing?
No, he just left.
My name is Dollar. I'd like to see Mr. Morey.
I'm sorry, no one can see Mr. Morey. He's quite ill.
Who are you?
What business is that of yours?
I'm a special agent for National Life and Casualty. I was sent here to make a report on Mr. Morey's condition.
Then I suggest you talk to Dr. Ewing.
Now, wait a minute.
Look, I told you that...
Hey, Richard. What's the beef? What's going on?
Mr. Morey?
Yeah?
Phil, you better go on back in your room.
Why? What do you want, Edward?
My name is Dollar, Mr. Morey.
Okay. What's it all about, huh?
I told him you weren't seeing anyone.
Well?
He's from the insurance company.
I don't want any.
You already have it. I just came down here to see if I could help...
Wait a minute. I don't want any insurance. I'm a lousy risk.
Phil.
No. Go on, fella. Beat it, you hear me? Go on.
Okay. Don't get rough. You're in no condition.
You think so, huh?
Look, Mr. Morey, my company got a report that you'd suffered a breakdown.
Yeah. Well, good for them.
It looks to me more like a 90-proof breakdown, and it smells like it, too.
Well, what's it to you?
Plenty. My company's paying a lot of money while you're laid up. As long as it's a legitimate illness, they're obligated to keep on paying.
And if I'm just drunk?
I doubt if my company would think kindly of you, Mr. Morey.
Well, isn't that just too bad?
Mr. Dollar, he didn't start hitting the bottle until last night.
Just forget the excuses. Just drop it. And you get out of here now, huh? Go on, get out.
Okay.
And tell your stinking company I'm gonna stay drunk until we have another blue snow. Okay?
It's fine with me. I'll send you a sled with a coffin on it. I was supposed to help Morey straighten himself out, but this wasn't just a breakdown. He was boiled to the eyebrows. And if you could go on past performances, it was an odds-on bet he'd stay that way. Expense account item 5. $1.35 cab fare from the Park Avenue apartment to the hotel, where I went to the bar to cool off. I had a fast one and was reaching for another when I was interrupted.
Mr. Dollar?
Oh.
I talked with Milt Gradkin. He told me you were staying here.
Okay.
First, let me apologize for what happened.
Forget it.
Can I sit down?
Sure.
We really didn't meet officially. I'm Richard Long. I'm the writer-director on the series.
Well, if Morey stays loaded, you're going to be out of a job.
He just started drinking last night.
Insurance doesn't cover a lost weekend. I'll have to report it. They'll cancel.
It'll be rough. His wife left him.
Oh, that's the reason, huh?
Yeah. She's going to sue. They've been trying to do everything we could to get Phil in shape.
Well, from the way he looked, you'd better forget it.
Well, if this one blows up, he's through. He's finished for good.
It's happened before.
Yeah. But isn't it too bad?
Yeah, I guess it is.
He's one of the biggest talents we've ever had in this business.
And he's gotten into more trouble.
Look, I'm not defending his mistakes, just his talent.
If you're going to ask me not to make that report to my
Mr.
company...
Dollar, I know you've got a job. I know your company can't be expected to keep on paying while Phil's in this condition.
Well, I'm glad you understand.
But they've paid up till now, and believe me, you've got my word, until last night, Phil Morey hadn't touched a drop.
Well, even if that's true, Morey's drinking now, and he looks like he's good for a long, long time. He's fallen off before, hasn't he?
Yes.
He lost his motion picture contract the last time, didn't he?
Yes, but all that straightened itself out.
It looked pretty crooked this afternoon.
This would never have happened in a million years if it wasn't for that wife.
Well, that's another one of his patterns, isn't it? He's been sued by more ex-wives.
Mr. Zoller, I've never said he was right. I never said any of the trouble was anything else but his own fault. But you don't know him. Not many people do. This guy is the most considerate, charitable...
When he's sober.
Listen, if you've got about 12 hours sometime, I'd like to impress you with some of the good things on the other side of the ledger. He's given Janet everything she could want. Sure, he was wrong. He should have belted her one and told her to keep in line. He's made the same mistake with every woman he's ever been involved with, and they've all taken him. Nearly everyone's taken him. Business managers, agents. You think them up, and they've had their fingers in the pie. For a while, that was a pretty big pie.
Sounds like fodder for a good psychoanalyst.
Yeah, but, well, Janet's leaving him was too much. Even as bad as he was, he didn't hit the bottle. He just kind of folded up, but he stayed on the wagon.
Until last night.
Yeah. Her lawyer called, and Phil got to the phone before I did. He was almost well, didn't care if he ever saw her again. The lawyer said lawsuit, and Phil headed for the bar.
Well, a breakdown is one thing, but a drunk is something else. And he doesn't exactly have the cleanest record in the world. A couple of his binges turned into marathons.
Well, I don't know what to do.
That's why I wanted to see him. I was sent down here to straighten him out if I could.
Get that dame to lay off the lawsuit and you can.
Well, maybe she thinks she's got a case. The other wives did all right.
Well, that's why he flipped. He just can't afford it. You got any idea how much alimony he's paying right now?
Yeah, I've heard.
And it's more than just the dough. This one's taking him. He's played it straight all the way. Gave her everything she wanted. Laid off the booze. Really, I know. He tried to make this one work.
And why did she leave him?
She figured it was the right time. He's going good. Still got a lot of money. She's a tramp.
Does he think so?
Well, he does now. I never said anything to him while they were together, and there was a lot I could have said, but, you know, you just don't do those things.
No, it never helps.
After she left him, I finally sat him down and gave it to him straight. He got sore, but he listened, and he started putting things together. She played around all over the place while she was with him, but she did it smart. It's the old story about the husband being the last one to know.
And he took it?
Yeah, and it helped. I really gave it to him, everything I knew.
He must have made quite a study.
Well, she threw a few pitches my way.
Well, if you know all these things, why not let her take it to court? Sounds like you've got enough on her to stop any kind of a suit.
Oh, no. I said she played it smart. It's all hearsay. She'd just deny it, and who's going to call her a liar? The guys she was mixed up with?
Maybe.
Not these guys. They were hand-picked.
You said she threw a few pitches your way.
Look, Dollar, Maury's my closest friend. What do you think I'm going to do?
Well, I came down here to see if I could help. But it looks pretty hopeless.
I don't know.
He looked like he was headed for a wet evening. Anyone holding his hand?
Yeah, I left Milt with him. We've been working in shifts.
His wife's name is Janet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where does she live?
55 West 125th Street.
Okay. Why don't you wait for me here?
You going over to see her?
I'm supposed to save my company money, Mr. Long. Maybe Mrs. Maury can suggest something.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. But have you got a better idea?
Good luck.
Friends, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum is a refreshing, delicious treat you can enjoy just about any time. Even when you're busy working, you can slip a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint in your mouth and enjoy that pleasant chewing. The lively, full-bodied spearmint flavor cools your mouth and freshens your taste. The good, smooth chewing helps relieve pent-up tension, gives you satisfaction. As a result, you seem to feel more relaxed and get more enjoyment out of what you're doing. So enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum while you work, and at other times, too. Get a few packages next time you're at the store. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
I left Long in the hotel bar and ran up expense account item 6, $1.45, for one more cab to take me to Mrs. Philip Maury's apartment building. I buzzed for the elevator, and when it arrived, a man stepped out and brushed my shoulder.
Sorry.
I'd seen him before someplace. And while the elevator took me up to the 4th floor, I tried to place him. Oh, I couldn't remember. But for some reason, the man seemed to be important. I got off at the 4th floor, still trying to place the face, and walked down the hall to Mrs. Maury's apartment.
Yes.
Mrs. Maury?
Yes.
My name is Dollar. I'm a special investigator for National Life and Casualty.
Insurance?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, but I...
My company insures your husband's television production.
Oh,
You mind if I come in and talk to you?
no. Come on in. I don't quite understand, Mr.
$1.
Mr. Dollar. Sit down, please.
Oh, thanks.
My husband's production company is insured?
That's right.
Insured for what?
Oh, accidents, illness.
Oh. Well, how'd you find me?
Mr. Long.
I see.
I have to make a complete investigation, Mrs. Morey. You see, when your husband was taken ill...
Taken ill?
Well, that's the report that was turned into the company.
Well, I guess you could call it that.
What would you call it?
He's plastered.
You know what that means.
I sure do. I left him. I'm going to get a divorce.
Well, aside from your personal differences, if your husband is just drinking, if that's the reason that production has been held up, my company will cancel his insurance.
So?
He won't be able to get insurance from any other company.
Look, Mr. Dollar, do you know anything about Phil?
Well, just what I've read.
Well, that's been bad, all right, but you've got to live with a guy to really get the full effect. You wouldn't believe it.
Well, I understood he's been a pretty good boy until recently.
Why don't you go talk to my husband?
I saw him earlier today.
How'd you like it?
It was a little tense.
Was he sober?
Not even close.
Well.
But I understand he just started drinking.
Oh, that's dandy. Do you think they're going to tell you that he's been blind for the last month? You can take my word for it. He's no good. I tried. I was number 4, and I certainly tried to do everything I could to make it work.
Well, if it was that bad, I can't blame you. But this will ruin him.
He was ruined the day he was born. Oh, he'll get along. He's still got a lot of money.
After all the alimony he's been paying out?
Mr. Dollar, Phil has made over $6 million since he started in the business. He could still afford a dozen more wives if anyone will have him.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you'll be taken care of.
You bet your life I'll be taken care of. After all I put up with, I deserve to be taken care of. Taken care of good.
Uh-huh. Well...
Oh, you don't have to go. Let me buy you a drink.
Well, sure.
What's your poison?
Anything that's handy. Just water it.
Bourbon?
Fine.
I suppose Richard Long told you what a terrible woman I am.
He mentioned something about it.
Yeah, he would. He's a jealous little fellow. There you are.
Oh, thanks.
Cheers.
Sure.
Richard tried everything he could to break us up. And what a heel. After we'd been married for only a couple of months, Richard started making the old pitch. How do you like that?
Well, I can understand it.
Thanks. But Richard's supposed to be Phil's closest friend.
An attractive woman can fracture a friendship in a hurry, under the right circumstances.
The circumstances were anything but right, Mr. Dollar.
Well, can't blame a man for trying.
Don't you have any scruples?
A couple. But I left them back in the 3rd grade.
Insurance business, huh?
Yeah.
You make a lot of money?
Enough. It has other compensations.
Tell me about them.
Well, good drink now and then.
I bet you meet a lot of interesting people.
Oh, lots.
What'd you say your first name was?
I didn't. But it's Johnny.
Johnny Dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, expensive sound.
You should get a load of my expense account sometime.
I'd love to.
You know, I saw a picture of you once.
Really?
Yeah. In a bathing suit.
I was a model before I met Phil. I had lots of pictures taken in bathing suits.
I think this was taken just before you married him. It was on the front page, showing you were the girl that was going to be the 4th Mrs. Morey.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That was a rather good one.
Rather.
That book there on the table is just full of pictures taken while I was modeling.
Oh? Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm. Browse around.
Oh, I'd love to.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Oh, and here's one. We made a whole bunch of these on the beach. This is the best one of the lot.
Yeah. Nice tan.
Isn't that one cute?
Yeah.
Mr. Dollar,
How's
your drink?
It just curdled.
Let me build you a fresh one.
Oh, no, thanks. I have to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You won't be, honey.
I don't think I understand that, Johnny.
I'll tell you all about it sometime. It'll give you a real kick. I left Mrs. Morey looking a little worried. And whether she knew it or not, she had a right to be. In one of the pictures she's shown me, I'd spotted the man I'd bumped into coming out of the elevator. And I remembered who he was. Expense account item 7, $1.45. Cab fare back to the hotel, where I told Richard Long about the man in the picture.
Eugene Sweet.
Ever heard of him?
No.
I couldn't remember until I saw that picture. There was a big case in L.A. He was convicted and sentenced. Did 3 years for forgery. I was in on the case.
Sweet. No, I don't know.
And there was a girl mixed up in it.
Janet?
No. But it was an interesting setup. Sweet introduced the girl to a wealthy old man. The girl married the wealthy old man. Now, it seems the girl would have Sweet sign her husband's name to a check, then she'd fill in the amount and cash it. Not big checks. But after about 4 years, they added up.
Well, a man named Swift introduced Phil to Janet. I never did like him. He used to hang around all the time. Phil got tired of him in a hurry and gave him a bounce.
What did he look like?
Oh, he was tall, kind of greasy around the edges, weighed about, I don't know, about as much as I do.
Where does he live?
I don't know. I've only seen him a couple of times since Phil got rid of him. Why, you think Swift might be this Sweet or whatever his name is?
Well, it's a long shot, but you never know.
I guess I could find out. Milt might know.
Would Janet?
Sure. She might. Why don't we ask her?
Yeah. Why don't we just go back to her place and you have a look at that picture book?
I'm with you.
Long's car was parked outside the hotel. We piled in and drove back to Mrs. Morey's apartment building. We parked just in time to see a man enter by the front door.
That's him, Swift. He just went into Janet's building.
And he came out about an hour ago.
You mean Swift's the guy you were talking to?
Eugene Sweet, arrested in Los Angeles in 1949.
Well, come on.
Well, it might be perfectly innocent.
In a pig's eye. I bet that dame's been working the same kind of setup you told me Sweet worked with the other one. He doesn't do anything. How does he support himself?
Well, if he's with Mrs. Morey, we can always ask him. We went into the lobby and waited for the elevator to come down. Long looked happier than a kid in an acre of new cement, and there was just a chance he had a right to be. The elevator arrived, and so did Milt Gradke, the producer, who came busting into the lobby from the street.
Milt?
Richard, I've been calling you all over the place.
What's the matter?
Phil, he's loose. I couldn't keep him in the apartment.
Oh, no.
I tried, but he got rough. He tried calling Janet, but she hung up on him. Then he went wild.
You think he's here with Janet?
Yes, and that's not the half of it.
Come on, we better get up there. There's no telling what he might do.
You know about it?
What do you mean about Sweet?
Who?
Sweet. I'll tell you later.
I thought you meant the gun.
Gun?
Yes, Phil's got a gun with him.
On the way up, Long explained as much as he could to Gradke, and Gradke continued to apologize for not being able to restrain Morey. We left the elevator on the 4th floor and hurried down to Mrs. Morey's apartment. The door was ajar. Sounds like they're all in there.
Well, what are we going to do?
Well, if he's got a gun...
He sure has.
I'm going in.
Get back! Get back. Get back.
Crazy, do something!
Put down the gun, Morey.
Don't come near me. Get back. I warn you. Don't anybody get near me. I swear I'll shoot.
Phil.
Not even you, Dick, no. You too, Milt. Get back. This Dame thought she was going to take me. Well, she's not going to get away with it.
Phil,
No.
please.
No. I am through. Nothing's left. So I'm going to do it up brown. What do you think of this Dame, Dick? Look who comes to see her.
His real name's Sweet, Eugene Sweet.
Huh? What?
That's right, Morey. He's done time.
Yeah?
Maury, put down the gun. It's a better than even bet that your wife's been pulling a fancy bit of hijacking, Miss Sweet.
Huh?
That's right. Tell him about it, you little tramp.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Look, Phil.
I want the whole thing. How did you take me? Come on.
He introduced you to Janet, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
They had it all settled. She marries you, sticks around for a while, and Sweet, being a good forger, signs your name to some checks. Tell him, Janet.
Yeah.
Phil. Phil, look, you didn't do wrong. You did everything right. For goodness sakes, Phil, nobody's gonna blame you now. Only put away that gun.
Put it down, Mr. Maury.
Say back.
Mr. Maury.
Yeah?
These two men have a lot of belief in you. They think you can straighten out in spite of everything that's happened. Now, nobody's going to blame you for anything unless you use that gun. Frankly, what happens to you doesn't make any difference to me.
It doesn't make any difference to anyone.
It does to these two guys. Why don't you start thinking about somebody else for a change? Let's see you prove you're worthy of their friendship.
Stay away.
Give me that gun. Now, come on. You're not whipped. Everybody gets in a slump now and then. Come on. Give me the gun, Mr. Maury. By the time the cops got there, Janet and Sweet had told me the whole story. They admitted cashing forged checks to the tune of $300,000. And that wasn't counting what Maury had given her legally. If I hadn't recognized Eugene Sweet, Janet would probably have won a nice settlement to go along with everything else. Maury had written so many checks he never would have noticed the extra ones. Oh, he was a setup. He spent money hand over fist, and his business manager would never think a dozen small checks a week were forged. Expense account item 8, $54, hotel bill. Item 9, $18.83, train fare and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total, $99.38. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, friends, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum is a refreshing, delicious treat you can enjoy just about any time. Chew a few sticks of Wrigley's Spearmint during the day and see how the good chewing helps you keep feeling fresh and alert. The lively, full-bodied flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint cools your mouth, freshens your taste, and sweetens your breath. The chewing itself gives you a nice little boost, helps you keep going at your best. Millions of people get real chewing enjoyment out of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. And we know that you'll enjoy it, too. Get a few packages and always keep some handy. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, brought to you by Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Joe Duvall, Sidney Miller, Hy Averback, Bill Johnstone, and Jeanette Nolan. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you enjoyed tonight's story of Johnny Dollar and that you're enjoying delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. This is Charles Lyon, inviting you to join us again next week at this same time when from Hollywood, John Lund returns as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
Hear Chicago's favorite shows on